Legend has it a creature lurks deep within the forests of North America. A creature lost in time. You can try to call for him. You can try to describe him.
What color were the eyes?
Yellowish green, like.
Tell me when to stop raising my hand when I get to about the level of the eyes.
All right, Dave.
That's it right there?
Yeah.
But you'll never find him. Or take a good photo of him. Or find any substantial evidence of his whereabouts whatsoever. This is Bigfoot, the timeless creature. I came across this fascination with Bigfoot recently, actually. I was at work. They had ESPN The Ocho on. And they were doing a Bigfoot calling competition. Pretty fucking weird. And I wanted more of finding these Bigfoot competitions. And I stumbled across a show on Animal Planet called Finding Bigfoot. And oh boy, this show is pretty wild. And I want to talk about, first of all, the hooping and hollering that these folks do in the forest to try to find Bigfoot. It is fascinating. My favorite part about the show is just the total lack of scientific evidence. They'll hear any noise and just assume it's a Sasquatch.
I'm hearing squatch calls calling back to me, very primate-like. Woo, whoop, whoop. That ain't a coyote. That sounds exactly like a squatch.
Woo, whoop, whoop. I'd hope a Sasquatch wouldn't sound like that, because that would be just the least threatening thing ever. Just someone whooping in the woods. That would not be cool or dangerous. Or if I found a Sasquatch and he went, I'd act like I didn't see it and I'd move on and never tell anybody for both of our sakes. I didn't even hear that noise, and they also thought it was a coyote. What coyotes? What do coyotes even sound like? Probably not like that. Let me hear that noise. Let me hear the ooh noise. I now want to watch a certain clip of this show where they describe in their own terms what they think a Bigfoot, a Sasquatch, a Woodbooger, as some of them call it, what it sounds like.
One of the more common vocalizations is often described as a high-pitched scream, like a woman being murdered in the woods.
Care to say that again?
Like a woman being murdered in the woods.
Why is that the first similarity that you come to? A woman being murdered in the woods? Also, no, that's not what any Bigfoot call I've heard sounds like. No, because this is your intro. This is like what your intro sound is, or whatever the heck. That sounds like a mammoth dying. That doesn't sound like a woman being murdered in the woods. If I hear that, do I call the police or do I call these guys? Who do I call if I hear a woman being murdered in the woods? Or the sound of a woman being murdered in the woods. But let's continue. Let's see how this guy sounds like a Sasquatch.
Sometimes they're long and drawn out. Sometimes they're short, like this.
So a Sasquatch, you're telling me a Sasquatch sounds like this? Just a shriek of terror? I'm thinking Sasquatches would sound more like more sapient, if you will. They'll sound a lot more guttural. Like how this guy thinks they sound like.
Like that. Like that kind of grunt, growly kind of thing, like a...
See, that's what I think a Sasquatch should sound like. Not a shriek. This guy is wrong.
some people say it sounds like a samurai chatter or something, and actually that's what that sort of vocalization is now named. Like,
You mean Japanese? Is that racist? Is it? I mean, I don't think it's right. I mean, he doesn't mean it in like... I don't know how to feel about what he just said.
They sound better than that. The Squatches do.
What was that? Did he just pass out? He's like, I don't think they sound like that. Did they just keep that in? Why didn't they just ask him to say it again?
They sound better than that. The Squatches do.
So some of you may be wondering what kind of techniques they use in order to find a Sasquatch. You know, maybe you want to find a Sasquatch of your own. Maybe you're on the hunt. You want to find a Sasquatch. Well, look no further, because these are the techniques that they use in order to find a Sasquatch.
Renee, are you guys breaking through the brush?
no, they're over there, man.
They use a bass guitar in order to locate a Sasquatch. They just get a little funky and just... Some of you may be saying, oh, but Nathan, I can't play the bass. That means I can't find the Sasquatch. Well, you could also use a toy crying baby in order to lure in Sasquatch.
In here? Quit your crying, kid.
Quit your crying, kid. Am I the only person that feels like somehow this is irresponsible in kind of a weird way? Yeah, it's a toy baby. I get that. It's a toy crying baby. It's not real, but it just seems irresponsible in a weird way. I can't quite put my finger on it, but something is just kind of fucked up about it. How did they come up with these tactics? Luckily, the Sasquatch did not take away this baby. I don't really know what I would say if this worked. If this was the thing that made Sasquatch emerge, was a toy baby, then I'd say they're true experts. They really know what they're talking about. I feel like the person that makes the thumbnails and titles only watches the first 30 seconds, because the first 30 seconds are buck wild. They're playing the bass. They're throwing crying baby toys at Sasquatches. Like it just, and then after that, it just seems like they're like, oh, to your west, I hear a squatch. I heard a like, that's all the videos. First 30 seconds, what the fuck's going on? The last 90 seconds is just the same thing. Confusion on my part, but just hunting squatches, hunting woodboogers. So before I end this video, I want to talk about how so much goes into this show. There's just so much. And you know what? Nothing happens. Every episode, nothing. Absolutely nothing. This show, it went on for 100 episodes. It was canceled about 2 years back. It was canceled after the 100th episode. And guess what? They didn't find Sasquatch. They didn't do it. If these four couldn't do it, then I don't think anybody else can. I'll be honest. And just the sheer the production value of this show is so good that they can turn absolutely nothing into a high drama, high stakes, maybe they will find Sasquatch kind of show. It's fascinating. I am very sad that this show is canceled. Maybe at 101 episodes they could have found Sasquatch. Hopefully they're still hunting. Hopefully they're still looking for Sasquatch, because dang it, if this isn't good television, I don't know what is. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching me talk about something that I find very interesting. I really like falling down these weird rabbit holes and finding reality television shows or festivals that really kind of pique my interest. So if you want to keep up with this sort of nonsense, I make sketches, commentary videos. I did a small World of Warcraft series that you definitely please don't watch. And I'm not saying that because I want you to watch. I really, please don't watch it. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.